Okay, another question here: ceramic or graphene, and depending on your pick, which brands are the best in your opinion? Oh my gosh, there's so much to be said. So I was just gonna make a video on this because I don't feel like typing an essay. Okay, so it's let's start with graphene because I think it's important to understand what graphene is. I feel like generally the industry kind of has a consensus now. So graphene came out recently. Now the kind of big thing is diamond coatings, which we're not going to get into, but over the past, 5-10 years when graphene came out, graphene's big claim to fame, well, we thought it was going to do a couple things. So one, it claimed reduced water spotting, okay, because ceramic coatings will help with water spots. They are not water spot proof. So that was the first thing. It also said it will reduce the surface temperature, which was also those two kind of go hand in hand with the water spotting. Water contact angle was supposed to be like next level because of the graphene. Water contact angle, what that means is if you've ever seen a car that's washed with a coating, you see the beads that come up and then they just fall off, right? There's the angle from, let's just Google it. Let's go here. Water, if I can do this with one hand, water contact angle. Here we go. This is actually really good. Nope. Open image. Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is basically what it's gonna look like, and you can measure this kind of angle where the water beads that it's coming off of the substrate. And so graphene was like, we have the best water contact angle and all this stuff. Now, is any of this stuff necessarily false? No, but it's definitely not better than a ceramic coating. So when you look at graphene, and I think this was the big confusion when graphene came out, people were like, oh, this is new, it's brand new. No, it wasn't. It was taking the backbone of ceramic coating and adding reduced graphene oxide on top of SiO2. Okay, so I mean it can be helpful, but I would still take a really good ceramic coating over a crappy graphene coating. Just because it's graphene does not make it automatically better than ceramic coating. So getting on to the second part of the question, what brands are good? This also would have some nuance on it too. So like, are we talking consumer grade or are we talking pro grade, right? So in our shop, we personally use G-Technic ceramic coatings. I personally love them. They've been fantastic. We're certified with a bunch of different brands, so I'm not like, sorry, I'm dying. If there's something better, I want the best, right? So far, G-Technic is the best I've found. But we used System X for a while. I've used C6 ceramic coatings, Diamond Protec ceramic coatings. I've used a bunch of different coatings. And always just keeping an eye out on what's out there, right? So for me personally, I love G-Technic. You can't buy CSU, Crystal Serum Ultra, their top coating, unless you're a certified installer. But you can buy CSL, Crystal Serum Light, and EXO, which is their topper. You don't have to put EXO on top of CSL. CSL is going to work great. But if you're just a consumer like DIY, you could buy CSL and EXO, put those two on top. Your car is going to look freaking amazing. Other than that, I used to use Adams a long time ago. I actually really like Adams graphene. It can be hard to apply. For whatever reason, the graphene can be kind of grabby on the level. So that's the only kind of downside of that. But performance is fantastic, at least from what I've seen. So that's another good consumer grade. But it's, as long as you're sticking with like some of the big names, like you're gonna be fine. Like, now, if you get a tiny little bottle from China for like $20, like don't buy that. Don't buy the Cerakote one. If you don't know why, just go on YouTube. There's an entire industry-wide controversy on the Cerakote coatings. They actually sent us a bottle for free. I don't even think we used it because I'm not using this crap. But yeah, so to wrap up, graphene is not something entirely new. It is basically an add-on to ceramic. It can be good, it can be bad, depending on the brand. Some decent DIY brands, Adams, or again, you could use CSL from G-Technic and top it with EXO. Or again, we personally use Crystal Serum Ultra. But again, G-Technic does territories. We're the only G-Technic installer in all of Fort Worth. Humble brag. So just depends. If you guys have any questions, drop them down below. I can give you the thumbs up or thumbs down on products. My take on mostly products is like, I have my own opinion, but if you have something that works for you and you like it, like great, use it. I don't care. Now there's some products that I'm just gonna be like, please stay away from. So most of those are gonna be chemical guys. I'm not a big fan of chemical guys. Armor All, don't use that. Outside of that, if you like it and it works for you, fantastic. Like we listen and we don't judge. Okay, cool. You guys got comments on coatings or brands, drop them down below. I'll help you out.